Hey guys, Charl here from worshipguitarskills.com, back again with another lesson to help you improve your worship guitar skills so that you can make the most of your gifts and talents when it comes to playing worship guitar. So today, what I want to show you is a pretty cool technique that I use pretty much all the time, but not in the conventional way. So the technique I'm talking about is hybrid picking. And that's essentially when you play a hybrid between your pick and your fingers. All right, that's a pretty cool sound. I'm going to show you exactly how to play hybrid picking today, along with a bunch of different things that you can practice to nail this technique. So the first question is, why do we need hybrid picking? Well, if you think about guitar playing, right? A lot of people are really great with alternate picking. Where they basically pick every note. And that's fine, all right? We do that a lot. You just got to play with the pick. Mostly if you play electric, you're going to play with the pick. Now, when it comes to acoustic guitarists, they might be used to fingers. And that's known as fingerstyle, right? Where you just use your fingers. So hybrid picking is a mix between those two things. Okay, and typically hybrid picking is used in country music a lot, as well as blues and bluegrass. Now, typically in modern worship guitar, we don't really play those kind of styles. What we mostly do, our picking is different, right? But think of a piano player, right? They don't play all the chords at the same time, okay? Sometimes they might, okay? But for the most part, they don't play like this, because if you play all the chords like this all the time on a piano, it's going to sound pretty horrible, right? So what do? Instead, they might play a chord, and we call that arpeggiate. So that it's a broken chord with the fingers playing the notes separately, and then they might play a chord, and they might play some notes on top of that, and a chord and some notes on top of that. All right? So they play the notes of the chords individually, much like you do when you do fingerstyle, right? So for guitar, we are actually fine to play all the notes at the same time when we play. Okay, so that's just a simple octave shape, or if I go. So that sounds cool in the guitar, right? When we strum, all right? The piano, if they play that exact same thing, it's probably not going to sound as great, right? But that can kind of get a little bit boring if you're just strumming all the time, or if you're picking and you're just picking one note at a time. So those seem to be the two extremes. Either we play a bunch of notes together, or we play one note at a time. Hybrid picking allows you to find that middle ground, all right, which is pretty cool, because now I can play. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing there is I'm playing some notes together, and then I'm playing some notes separate. Together, separate. But I still have my pick. For when I need to play typical electric stuff, all right? So those are our main reasons for learning hybrid picking. You can play a hybrid between your pick and your fingers. You can also play some notes together and some notes separate. So those are the two big reasons. And you would find that if you do that in your guitar playing, you can be a lot more versatile in the way that you play your notes. Remember our example, if a piano player always plays like this, it's not going to work, right? Sometimes they can do stabs and do whatever, but for the most part, they want to kind of arpeggiate and play more melodically while they're playing chords, all right? That's a concept for another day, but that's the main reason. You can just get more out of your guitar. And even think of an orchestra, right? If every instrument in the orchestra just plays at the same time, it's going to be very one-dimensional. But you've got different things happening at different times. That's what you can do with hybrid picking. Plus, you have the added bonus of actually getting different tones. Because if I'm picking all my notes with a pick like that, it sounds very different than if I do this. I kind of like the difference in tone. Some people call that timbre, all right, a fancy word for the kind of sound that you produce. All right, so there you go. Hopefully you can see the power of hybrid picking. You get to produce different sounds on the guitar. You get to play more musically on the guitar, you know, almost like an orchestral kind of vibe, or even like a piano. You're not playing all the notes at the same time, which kind of is reminiscent of like, imagine if a caveman had to play guitar, right? He doesn't have the technical facility or the skill to play more sophisticated kind of parts, right? That he's just going to like bang everything at the same time, right? So we want to bring in that level of playing, and that's where hybrid picking comes in very, very handy. And we're not doing it in the typical way that you would normally have with country guitar or even bluegrass or blues. Those are great, but there's a very different approach that you can use for hybrid picking when it comes to worship guitar. So I'll cover that technique for you in our upcoming video. If you enjoy these videos, as you can see, they all kind of follow a series, and we use different things across the different videos, and we're giving you different ways in which to practice. So if you enjoy these lessons, please let us know in the comments. We've got a whole team here at Worship Guitar Skills, really aiming to bring you guys the best lessons that you can find on the internet when it comes to developing your specific skills as a worship guitar player. And also, if you want to dive deeper and get access to a bunch of additional training and resources, consider joining the Worship Guitar Skills Club. And you can check out this video right now that will tell you more about that. And there's a link in the description that you can also go and click to find out more information about our Worship Guitar Skills Club. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. So if you're looking for more detailed breakdowns, check out the Worship Guitar Club, where we offer deep dive tutorials with additional resources like PDF transcriptions and play along tracks. Plus, we supercharge all our video lessons with cutting edge technology, allowing you to see the tabs in real time alongside the video, where you can loop sections, slow down parts, and add in fretboard view, and much, much more. You're also getting access to the Worship Guitar Skills Lounge, where you can chat with myself, other WGS teachers, and worship guitarists across the globe, along with monthly live Q&A sessions. All this incredible value for a very, very low price. Check it out at worshipguitarclub.com.